This is not CBS. This is CAN TV, Channel 21. And you are here for the Black Star Still Rising. And I'm your host, Stephen, Silver Black Butterfly. Good to have you here today. I'm so happy being back after a few weeks hiatus. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more, but you could probably tell, not a well-kept secret, backed by popular demand, Mr. Professor Cortez Wilson, my D9 brother. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm glad we got you back. I'm going to give my audience a little quick hint right now on something you want to start to get on the phone, call folks and say, you're going to hear somebody talking about, here, how can I put it? Hip-hop mentorship. Aren't you excited right now? Hip-hop mentorship. You never thought that hip-hop would cause some folks, maybe your next door neighbor, to be have some mentorship. As usual, you know what I have to do. I've got to give credit for the founder of the Black Star Project, our sponsor, the Black Star Project, and that's Philip Jackson. Philip Jackson is the inspiration that has brought me here, brought Cortez here, and continues with the executive director, Gloria Smith. Gloria, thanks for watching tonight. Critique us so we can do better each time and get better. We could not do what we're doing without the executive director of CAN TV, and that's Mr. Hillman, who has been Darius Hillman has been an inspiration for us and allowed other nonprofit organizations like us, the Black Star Project, to come up with a program like Black Star Still Rising. Phil, as you can see, Black Star is still rising and will continue to rise under Gloria Smith and the staff at the Black Star Project. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about those folks in that booth over there, right? I got to mention Amani Payne. Amani, thank you. Thank you for bringing us back and making everything possible. And your intern, I don't know her name, but I know she's going to be good. And Rocio, we're looking for you to come back. Thanks also to my associate producers, both Dr. Michael Washington. I did it again, Michael Washington, our associate producer, and Ellis Taylor, the other associate producer, that make all this possible. I might forget it at the end. That's why I always get it in on the beginning. This is about your third time here, right?
Yeah, this is number three.
We've got some things to talk about, partly
yes, sir.
Get into your new role at the Black Star Project. Cortez, tell our audience about that.
Well, when I last spoke to you guys, I was Director of Innovative Initiatives and Evaluation at the Black Star Project. That role has both shifted and evolved, and I'll be serving as Director of Programs and Evaluation. So originally, those two roles worked in the Director of Programs, and the Director of Innovative Initiatives and Evaluation worked in teamship.
Okay, in tandem, okay.
Yeah. And then our other two directors, our Director of Operations and our Director of Community Engagement also work, but now these roles will work in one body. Mm-hmm. And then so all of our programmatic designs, implementation, our program facilitation across multiple programs, and then the ways in which these things get evaluated will all work in one body that reports to, of course, my executive director, our executive director, Gloria Smith.
And evaluation is an important thing on many levels, both internally, but also for the people that sponsor the Black Star Project. They have to have some indices to show, and you give them some direction as to how you should be evaluated. What are some of the things that you have evaluation that comes under you that you
Absolutely.
look at?
So The the name of the game in youth programs as well as education. Education being formal learning and then youth programs being more informal learning. When it comes to funding, the name of the game will always be what can you prove?
What can you show? What can you demonstrate?
Yes, what can you demonstrate that shows that you can do it at a level of fidelity
Okay.
and transparency that
Doing what you said you would do.
exactly.
Whatever the mission. Okay, go ahead.
So exactly. In many formations, and not just at Black Star Project, across youth programs across America, there's always the rhetorical conjecture. There's always, hey, oh, we did great. What evaluation does is it allows organizations like ours to talk about these things measurably, where we can talk qualitative data, quantitative data, empirical data, storytelling data, which we are very good at Black Star Project. We're very good at the storytelling data. And it's going to allow us, so evaluation allows us to elevate not just in the storytelling data mode, but also the qualitative data mode, quantitative data, empirical data,
Because if you can't measure it, what value is it? You've got to be able to measure that in some way, and we forget about that. Although we do know the storytelling, those stories, and we're going to share some of those stories, they stick with the people more than the data. Some people are the bean counters, and that's important. But the other people, if you want it to last, to resonate, you got to be able to tell the story in a way that, for instance, our audience is going to resonate and get them going. A little later on, we're going to give them information about how to contact about a very important aspect of the Black Star Project or any nonprofit organization is volunteerism. But then there's going to be another aspect that you talk about today, and that's going to be a mentorship. I want to get into that a little bit too. All right?
For sure. So which aspect? So our programs, as it relates to mentorship, you can find examples or frameworks or semblances of mentorship in all of our Black Star programs.
Okay.
More specifically, we have two programs that are rooted in mentorship models.
Folks, take your pencil and no. Folks, take your pencil and paper out. So you're going to be sharing this
for sure
with other people, family members, neighbors, etc., and that fit. You've got somebody that fits under the banner of what they do at the Black Star Project.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we have 6 youth development programs that we host at the Black Star Project. More specifically, there are 2 that are mentorship models. That's our Philip Jackson Youth Development Program.
Okay.
And then there's also our Young Black Men of Honor program.
Okay.
Now, in the world of mentorship, there are 2 distinctions. Philip Jackson Youth Development Program is predicated more on a traditional mentorship model that utilizes what we call PYD, or
PYD,
Positive Youth Development.
Okay. Now listen, folks. I'm learning too.
Yes, sir.
What a scholar. This man is a scholar too. We might get into that a little bit too. Go ahead.
I'm not there yet. I haven't crossed those sands yet. Whereas our Young Black Men of Honor program is predicated on a similar yet different model, which would be BYD, or Black Youth Development. Now, here's why this is very intricate to Black Star Project. Just like Mr. Jackson was the uncle